Hello everyone. So this is the third part of the story, The Tiger King, written by KAlKI. So the second part ends with the dealing between Maharaja and astrologer. Now the third part. From that day onwards, it was celebration time for all the tigers inhabiting Pratibandhapuram. The state banned tiger hunting by anyone except the Maharaja. A proclamation was issued to the effect that if anyone dared to fling so much as a stone at a tiger, all his wealth and property would be confiscated. Now, one official notice ultimately is coming from the state that if anyone is seen to throw a stone to the tiger, then his entire property would be seized by the state, and only the Maharaja will kill the tiger and no one else. Okay. The Maharaja vowed he would attend to all other matters only after killing the 100 tigers. Initially, the king seemed well set to realize his ambition, and he ultimately is taking one promise to himself that I will attend everything after I complete my mission, that is the 100 tiger killing. Right? Not that he faced no dangers. There were times when the bullet missed its mark. The tiger leaped upon him and he fought the beast with his bare hands. Each time it was the Maharaja who won. So sometimes the danger is also coming to Maharaja and he is missing the mark when he is shooting to the tigers. And sometimes he is also fighting with empty hands, bare hands. And each time it was the Maharaja who won. So really the Maharaja is very powerful and courageous also, you can say. Next. Now this part is definitely the third part we are reading, but the portion that I am going to read is very important for 6 marks regarding the bribe section. We will have an example of corruption in this section, very important for 6 marks, right? At another time he was in danger of losing his throne. A high-ranking British officer visited Pratibandhapuram. He was very fond of hunting tigers and fonder of being photographed with the tigers he had shot. As usual, he wished to hunt tigers in Pratibandhapuram. So, suddenly one time is coming to this state that one British officer is going to visit this Pratibandhapuram and he is having some kind of hobby that he is going to kill the tigers, and with the dead body of the tigers, he will have one photograph. As usual, he wished to hunt tigers in Pratibandhapuram, but the Maharaja was firm in his resolve. He refused permission, and the British officer is asking for the permission from Maharaja, and Maharaja is not going to give any kind of permission to this British officer. Maharaja, I can organize any other hunt. You may go on a boar hunt, you may conduct a mouse hunt. We are ready for a mosquito hunt, but tiger hunt? That's impossible. Now what he is saying, that I can go for organizing any other kind of hunting program for you. That can be a boar hunt, that is a wild pig, a mouse hunt, or a mosquito hunt, but tiger hunting? No, it's not possible in Pratibandhapuram. The British officer's secretary sent word to the Maharaja through the Diwan that the Durai himself did not have to kill the tiger. The Maharaja could do the actual killing. What was important to the Durai was a photograph of himself holding the gun and standing over the tiger's carcass. Now the personal secretary of that British officer is sending one message to the Diwan. Diwan means the personal secretary of Maharaja. Now what that person is saying to Diwan, that your Maharaja will kill the tiger. What we need is only one photograph of our British officer and he will be standing on the dead body. But the killing part will be done by the Maharaja. Our British officer only need one photograph. But the Maharaja would not agree even to this proposal. If he relented now, what would he do if other British officers turned up for tiger hunts? But Maharaja is not going to give any kind of permission even to this proposal also. Okay, because he can show this photograph to the other British officers and he will claim that I have killed this tiger. So Maharaja is not going to take any kind of risk. Because he prevented a British officer from fulfilling his desire, the Maharaja stood in danger of losing his kingdom itself. Now the Maharaja is in danger that he will have to lose his kingdom because he protested against the British officer. So this was the fear, very important. Now how he will save his kingdom? See, for 6 marks. The Maharaja and the Diwan held deliberations over this issue. As a result, a telegram was dispatched forthwith to a famous British company of jewelers in Calcutta. Now, deliberation means serious discussion. Now the Maharaja and the Diwan is having a serious discussion that how to save our kingdom, and they have planned something, and they are sending one telegram to the jewelry shop in Calcutta. What was written in this telegram? See, send samples of expensive diamond rings of different designs. Okay, now they have ordered diamond rings. Some 50 rings arrived. The Maharaja sent the whole lot to the British officer's good lady, and the Maharaja is sending the entire 50 rings to the British officer's wife. The king and the minister expected the Duraisani to choose one or two rings and send the rest back, and the king and his minister, Tiger King and his minister, is expecting that the officer's wife will choose only one and two, and the rest 48 or 47 rings she will send back. Within no time at all, the Duraisani sent her reply, "Thank you very much for all your gifts." But that lady kept the entire 50 rings, and he is sending one reply. Sweet reply is coming from the lady. What? "Thank you very much for your gifts." In 2 days, a bill for 3 lakh rupees came from the British jewelers. The Maharaja was happy that though he had lost 3 lakh of rupees, he had managed to retain his kingdom. So the amount was 3 lakhs that he has to pay to the jewelry shop in Calcutta. So very important question, how he saved his kingdom at the end from that British officer. So this is the bribing section, right? So if we summarize this particular portion, part 3, we will have, first of all, official notice, then Maharaja versus British officer, third, Maharaja's fear of losing his kingdom, fourth, bribe to the British officer's wife, 50 rings, 3 lakh rupees. 3 lakh rupees means the amount of the 50 rings, and ultimately he saved his kingdom, right?